Morning, Paul Rift to Adventures here. Well, it's 8 o'clock Monday morning. We've got 50 days ahead of us. We're just waiting for Claire and Anthony. Won't be too much longer. So the car's all packed, the van's all packed. We've spent a couple of weekends getting everything ready. 2 months ahead of us. So hopefully we've remembered everything. If not, we'll grab it on the road. It's good watching everyone else head off to work, knowing that we don't have to work for a little while, but we will have to come back and work. That's going to be something that we're going to try and show you throughout. That sort of thing is we head away on holidays quite a bit. We go away for big trips. We usually have 2 years of work and then save all our holidays and head off on a trip for either 4, 6, or as this one's turning out, nearly 8 weeks. So hopefully Claire and Anthony will be here soon. Katrina's just on the lookout for them now. Got the arm up, staring out for them. Oh, here's the phone. This could be them.
We're lost.
They're lost. Only live just up the road. Nah, it's all good. So for the most part of the trip, it'll just be the two of us in the Amarok and the Vita behind us here, the Nova. The other guys have got 3 in their car. They've got Claire and Anthony and their daughter Harper, who is 7. 7, yeah. So it's going to be an interesting trip. It's going to be really cool. Hopefully we'll get to show you plenty of stuff along the way. We've got a few things lined up that we want to show you and stuff like that. You know, stuff like you don't need lithium batteries, you don't need 27 solar panels and things like that. You can still have a great holiday, you can still free camp. Main reason is we're not living on the road. Most of the other people that have that sort of stuff live on the road full time, so we're not living on the road, we're having a holiday. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to show you some pretty cool stuff. The other half of our party is just turning up now, so we'll say good day to everyone when they get here. The fog is, hopefully the fog is just about to lift. So here we go. Team Prado's here. Just stopped at the side of the road. We've been seeing it all the way along. We thought we'd stop and have a look, but there's all cotton everywhere. So have a look here.
Actual cotton plants are growing on the side of the road. It's so cool.
This one's a bit mangy, but it's still a cotton plant. Pick it, I guess. No, not coming off.
Actual cotton buds.
Covered in it.
And bugs.
And bugs. Cotton bugs.
The little cotton ants.
Cotton ants. Morning, it's day 3. We're in Broken Hill today. We're going to try and get to Port Augusta this afternoon. It's not far, but the wind is blowing quite strongly at the moment, which is making it's going against us, which is a real pain in the backside for fuel economy and trying to keep your speed up. But the Bilstein Amarok has been going really well. The tune that Advanced Installation Service put in it is fantastic. It makes overtaking a breeze. The fuel economy is still quite good, but we are going through it, heading into this wind. We've seen some great stuff. We're just punching out the Ks over these next few days, trying to get to our destination at Katherine, where we're going to stay for a couple of days. But we've got a few more days to go before we get there. We've got lots to see. We've stopped and smelt the roses sort of on a few other things, which has been really cool. We did see one pretty bad thing yesterday. There was a rollover of a van and a car that happened just before we got there, so everyone was okay. Just a bit of a mess, and obviously someone's holiday pretty much ruined. The only downside of this whole thing is, with this wind and everything, it is freezing cold. The weather is clear, the skies are clear, but the wind chill, it's just insane. Everyone is rugged up. Everyone's staying in their vans with the heaters on. But other than that, it's really cool. It's clear skies and we're not at work, so it's great. Endeavour to show you as much as we can on the road, but like I said, we're just smashing out the Ks. We're just trying to get as much done as we can, and then when we get to the warmer weather, we'll sit down and relax. We have been this way before, so we've seen a lot of the stuff, and the stuff we haven't seen, not we've seen, I guess. So we'll check in with you later. We just stopped in at Lake Hart rest area. This is where Katrina and I and Brooke camped on our first adventure out here. We came out here in, when was it, babe, when we came out here? 2014? I think it was 2014, yeah, 2014 we came out here, and this is when you could get down to the lake. So we actually camped down the bottom at the lake there, and we had the train come through in the middle of the night, which was pretty cool. So yeah, there's some good memories here. We had a nice fire down there, cooked up a damper and everything. So we've just stopped in here and had another look. The lake was empty when we got here last time. It was just a big salt pan, but this time there's plenty of water in it. It's still cold, windy. It wasn't cold and windy here last time though. So yeah, just a bit of history. So during the day, between stops, some days are very long and tedious behind the wheel. So Katrina and I swap driving duties every couple of hours. Some days if I'm feeling alright, I'll drive all the way. Other days if Katrina feels good, she'll drive all the way. So right now Katrina's behind the wheel. So thought what I'd do is give you a quick trip around the car and what we look at for hours on end. So we've got the Heman Navigator in the middle there. It helps us out find places, especially when we're off-road. We have our friends in front of us in their caravan. So we look at the back of their van for hours on end, and then they change around and look at the back of our van for hours on end. On the other side over here we have the reverse camera, so we can see behind us and see what if we're holding anyone up or whatever. It makes it easier to guide people around us if need be. And that is the forward view. From the driving position, this is what we have set up on the dash. We have the fuel economy, we've got the tacho to see the engine revs, we've got gears, and we've got the speed we're doing. Also down the bottom here we've got the scan gauge, shows us gearbox temps because we're towing to make sure we're not overheating the gearbox. Intake temp, we have water temp and voltage to make sure everything's being charged up. So that's us, that's where we sit. Yesterday I think it was 6 hours behind the wheel. We're heading into a pretty strong breeze yesterday, so the fuel economy wasn't that good and it took longer to get there. Today the breeze seems to be behind us, so we're travelling okay. Got other travellers on the road. A lot of people, you know, travel at around 90 kilometres an hour. They're usually retired, they've got a lot longer time to get places. Only travel a few hundred k's and then pull off anyway, so you just sit behind them for a little while and then pull past them when they pull off. Trucks have been really good. They'll just indicate for when you go round or get on the radio and have a chat to them.
Lots of roadworks.
At the moment, there, as Katrina just said, there is lots of roadwork, so you get to catch up to everyone and get out and have a bit of a chat depending on how long you're sitting there for. But right now we are sitting at about 80 kilometres an hour because I think we're in another roadwork section. There's now 3 vans in a row here, and yeah, we'll sit here for a little while, and then once it's safe, pull out, overtake if the van's not cruising at the speed we want to cruise at. There's plenty of room to overtake out here. The roads are just, you can see for miles and miles, and the tune we've got in this thing, it picks up and boogies, so we've got no problem there. Alright, so we'll still be here in another couple of hours, and see you at the next stop.
Adventures. We're just decided to go out and check out a little place called Finke. So on our journeys we're staying at tonight, we're staying at a roadhouse called Calga Roadhouse, and found out that it's really close to Finke. Oh, we're back. Getting used to the equipment. So yeah, so we popped out here to just check it all out and see. Yeah, we'll let you know how we go when we get here. Okay, just a little update. We're in Finke. Not quite sure where this race and everything is and the camping and whatever is. But yeah, this is the centre of Finke, the town of Finke. And not much else here. So we're going to keep seeing if we can find where the race is. Okay, we're still trying to work this out, but we think we've found this is part of the track.
Yeah.
So the race starts at Alice Springs, and then
Finish line.
it comes here.
Day one.
Day one sign over there. I think you can see it in the dust. And then yeah, day two of the race is from here, from Finke, back to Alice. Okay, so I'm opening the door. I'm opening the window. We've found out a little bit more about the big Finke race. There is a beautiful Finke sign there. Yeah, so it does start at Alice, we know that. There's a campground about 2 k's out of this beautiful town that a lot of people are camping at for the night. So we're just going to drive down there and have a little sticky beak of that. I'm very glad that we decided not to camp around here. But yeah, oh no, where are we going, Paul?
Over here.
Oh, what are we doing?
Driving around this hole, so we'd have to drive through it.
It could be in someone's backyard, I'm not sure.
It could be.
And I don't know what they did there, but anyway. Well, here we are. This is the end of the race. Alice to Finke. This is the last bit that I'll see coming up to the end of the race track. So we've done our little bit here. We're racing. We're doing well. And sponsors and crowds everywhere. And hi honey, made it to Finke. Woo! We did it! Woo! Alright, it's Katrina and Paul again. Just left that little Finke Explore adventure that we had. Now we've decided, we saw a sign that is going to take us to the geographical centre of Australia.
Yeah.
So the very centre of Australia. So we're on this 4-wheel drive track. Just wanted to show you a few of the pretty little flowers. Paul's having great fun with the corrugation. It's tough. So yeah, we'll show you the very centre, geological centre of Australia very soon. Oh, I've got no seatbelt. Can you film it, babe? I don't know what bird it is.
It's called it's a bird.
It's a cool bird. Look at you. Oh, we made it. We're actually here. So this is the Geological Centre of Australia.
Yeah.
So didn't think we were going to get here. Looked like it was a bit of a bum steer, a bit dodgy, but we got here, and many other people have been here too. So there we go. There's a bit of a rundown. There's the centre pin here, and we've even found some people camping. So a couple of little camp trailers. I wouldn't bring anything else in here other than a camp trailer or a tent or a rooftop. I'll pass you over to Paul. You might have a little chat.
A little surprise, as Katrina said, we're at the very heart of Australia, the absolute centre, the geographical centre of Australia. There's a monument over there behind us. So we've come here just on sunset like we do usually. So we've got to hightail it out of here while we still got some light. It was only 12 k's off the main road, but then we've got another 100 and something k's back to where we're camping. So we're going to get out of here. See ya.
Heading back from our journey to Little Finke town and to the centre of Australia. So we've missed a bit of sunset, but we've still got the glow happening here. Paul's got to use his lights so we can do a bit of spotlighting. And yeah, we've had a fun day. We've explored, we've taken some really cool pics and seen things that we haven't seen before. Thank you. Bye.
Morning. We're at the Finke Desert Rally today, just walking around, seeing what's around, plenty of cars and stuff, plenty of people, and just trying to soak in the atmosphere, see what's happening. Cars around behind me, people everywhere. It's really cool so far. So it's just a quick visit to the start today. We're not going to go in. We'll come back later on. We're just calling through on the way through, so we'll see how it all goes. But prologue happening now. Race starts tomorrow and finishes on Monday. Probably. That was pretty cool. Just called in the Finke Desert Rally on the way through to pick up our supplies and stuff from Alice Springs. Got to see Toby Price finish prologue. So I don't know where he finished or what happened. Like I said, we just called in off the cuff. That's sometimes the best way to do things. Just looking around now, making sure we don't get run over. There's cars and people everywhere here. So pretty cool event. Lots of people here. They've said every entrant has turned up, so there's been no one drop out so far. All the prologue happening today, or qualifying happening today. So we'll continue on our journey, but at least we've got to stop in and see a few things. Part of the fun of just playing things off the cuff. All right, see you later. Flies, jeez. We got into Devil's Marbles yesterday at about 1 o'clock. Had some lunch and then went for a walk through the rocks behind us here. Pretty cool thing how they've all eroded over time, formed these marbles that are just on the precipice of falling over. Some of them, it looks like you could just give them a quick push and they'd fall over. We didn't. This morning we're off to Daly Waters this morning. I don't know if you can hear it behind me, but everyone's getting ready to pack up and leave. What I'll do now is show you some footage of when we got here yesterday. as that. Really looking forward to showing you what we get up to in the second week of our adventure. See you then.